Yo, listen up!
Bosses, today I'm about to introduce you to a legend. A man who life tried to break, but he broke life instead. Streets hit him hard, failures crushed him. But this old dude? Nah, he didn't quit. He's over 80, yeah, you heard me right. 80 years old, and after falling flat on his face 100 times, hustling every single day. Boom! He became a billionaire. This ain't some fairy tale, this ain't no magic trick. This is raw, real street hustle mixed with patience, discipline, and pure tapori swag. If you think it's too late, think again, my friend. Today you're gonna see what it really takes to go from failure to billionaire in his 80s. Stick around, cause every word you hear is gonna slap your mindset awake. By the end of this, you're either motivated or regretting that you didn't start yesterday. Let's roll! Part 1. The struggle begins. Check this out. This ain't your usual rags to riches story. Nah, this is raw, gritty, street-level hustle, straight from the pavement. Boss, meet our main dude. Let's call him Joe. Joe's story starts like this. Streets were his school. Life was his teacher, and failures. Oh man, failures were his daily breakfast. Imagine an 18-year-old kid dreaming big in a city where nobody cares. Nobody. People laughed at him. Called him crazy. Told him, beta, chill. Life ain't for dreamers. But Joe? Nah. He had that tapori fire. See, the dude wasn't born with silver spoons or rich uncles. No, sir. His pockets were empty. His shoes were worn out. And every time he tried something new, bam! Life slapped him in the face. First hustle? Selling street snacks. Hot dogs, soda cans, you name it. He ran up and down streets, sweating under the sun, fighting for every single buck. And the funny part? People used to steal his stuff sometimes. Neighbors laughed at him. Even his own cousins called him a loser. But Joe had a secret weapon. His stubbornness. One day he saved $50. Yeah, just $50. And guess what he did? Invested it in some weird small-time business idea. And guess what again? Total failure. Market crashed. Dude lost every cent. But Joe didn't cry. Nah. He smiled, wiped the dirt, and said, "Shallow, next round." Years passed. Jobs came and went. Each failure was like a punch in the gut. But here's the twist. Joe learned faster than he fell. Each failure taught him something new. How to deal with shady partners. How to read people's intentions. How to hustle smarter, not just harder. By the time he hit 40, Joe had tried dozens of ventures. Street vending, small shops, even a tiny repair business. Most failed. People around him still doubted. Old man, why you even trying? But our boy Joe, his eyes, man, they burned with untouchable determination. And here's where the streets start talking. Joe started helping others with small hustles, sharing tips, lending tiny amounts, mentoring young dreamers. He became known as the tapori guru of the neighborhood. People started respecting him, not because he was rich, nah, because he never gave up, never sold out, and always had his street swag intact. But life, my friend, life wasn't done testing him. He hit 50, then 60, his body tired. His energy dropped. Friends died, rivals laughed, family doubted. And here's the cold part. Most people would have given up. Most would have said, boss, enough. Time to chill. But Joe? Nah. He just smirked and said, game ain't over yet. He started studying big-time business moves, not some boring lectures, but real streets knowledge. Who's making money? Why people fail? How empires are built quietly? He spent nights scribbling plans on old notebooks, walking streets alone at 2 a.m., dreaming big dreams while the city slept. One night, sitting on the roof, sipping tea, Joe thought, 80 years old? Nah, bro, I ain't done. Streets gave me everything. They can't stop me now. And that, boss, is where the spark ignited. This part of the story ain't about winning yet, now. It's about learning, failing, hustling, surviving. And the coolest part? Each failure Joe faced, he transformed into a lesson, a weapon, a strategy. While most 60-year-olds were retiring, Joe was leveling up, reading markets, connecting with players, building his own secret network. Let me break it down, tapori-style. Every loss is tuition, not defeat. Streets taught him more than any school. Don't beg for opportunities, create them. Joe made small moves, tiny businesses, little networks, stacking brick by brick. Hustle over ego. He learned to swallow pride, admit mistakes, and keep moving. And here's the thing. People thought Joe was crazy. They laughed when he pitched small investments, mocked him when he tried digital business ideas in his 70s, and called him a fool chasing dreams too late. But you know what? That laughter fueled him. Streets laughter is the ultimate motivation. By the end of part 1, you gotta remember this. Joe wasn't winning yet, but he was preparing. And in the streets, preparation is everything. Hustle is silent but deadly. The city might mock you. Life might knock you down, but if you keep moving, keep grinding, one day, boom, everything flips. So, boss, if you're watching this, think like Joe. Fail, fall, cry, laugh, hustle, repeat, and never Let anyone tell you it's too late. Joe's journey just started, and the streets are about to witness something insane. Part 2, the first big move. Yo, yo! Streets laughed at Joe for decades. But now, boss, it's game time. Our old man, 80 plus, ain't scared of failing no more. He saved tiny cash, connected with street-smart hustlers, and said, "Chalo bye." Let's flip this. First move? Small delivery business. Streets, corner stores, hustle from dawn to dusk. People mocked him. "Old man, chill." But Joe just smiled, tapped his notebook, and worked harder. Lessons from part 1? Fail fast, learn faster. Joe used every mistake like ammo. He negotiated deals, built trust with small vendors, and slowly, streets noticed. Respect grew. Not because he was rich yet, because he never quit, bro. By the end of part 2, boss, Joe's first small empire is shaking the streets. Little money, big grind, eyes on the prize. Streets whisper, "Old man, don't sleep on him." Part 3, street empire rising. Yo, yo, streets never sleep. And neither does Joe. After his first hustle hit, boss, it was time for next level grind. Joe started connecting with more vendors, building tiny networks everywhere. Delivery corners, small shops, local trades, sub his playground bangaya. People laughed at him, whispered, "Old man again?" But Joe, he had that tapori swag, street smart brain, and zero fear of failure. Every deal, carefully watched. Every loss, learned. Every small win, celebrated silently. Streets were talking now. This old dude, he's different. Boss, this is where the real mindset shift happens. Hustle plus patience plus smart moves across empire foundation. By the end of part 3, Joe's small empire is rising. Not flashy yet, just solid, grounded, unstoppable. Part 4, the big breakthrough. Yo, yo. Street's been testing him for decades. But now, boss, Joe is hitting the jackpot. After years of small hustles, failed ventures, and street grind, he finally lands a big contract. Local stores, deliveries, even some tech partnerships. Joe's hustle got noticed by the big players. Streets are whispering, "Yo, old man's the real deal." Boss, this is where patience pays. Hustle plus grit plus smart scam breakthrough. Joe's empire starts growing fast. Respect? On top. Money? Flowing. And the old doubters? Shocked. Part 5, from streets to billionaire. Yo, yo, streets never forget. And neither does Joe. After decades of hustling, failing, learning, boom! Boss, our 80-plus legend finally becomes a billionaire. From hot dog carts to delivery corners, from street alleys to small warehouses. Every grind, every bruise, every late-night struggle paid off big time. Streets that mocked him now salute him. Young hustlers? Taking notes. Boss, this is proof that age ain't nothing but a number. Joe's secret? Hustle, patience, discipline, and that tapori never-give-up attitude. Streets don't lie. Consistency always wins. Yo, take notes, hustle hard, respect the streets, and remember, it's never too late to build your empire, boss.